So after Skandagupta Vikramaditya, the downfall of the Guptan Empire set in. Then the Purugupta ruled for 467 to 469 for 2 years. Then Kumaragupta too came. Then after that it was Buddhagupta. He ruled from 476 to 500 for another 100 years. For another 100 years, these three people had ruled. Purugupta, Kumaragupta II, and Buddhagupta. The weak Gupta rulers who ruled were um, Vainay Gupta, Bhanu Gupta, Narasingha Gupta, Baladitya Kumara Gupta III, and then the last ruler of Gupta dynasty was Kumara Gupta. After his death, Gupta Empire emerged into many small kingdoms. So none of them could face the Huns invasions, and the Gupta Empire gradually disintegrated into many smaller kingdoms. Okay. Then the cultural development in the Gupta age. The Gupta age was marked by peace and prosperity and all-round development. So the scholars have compared it to the Augustan age and Peridian age. Augustus ఉన్నాడేమో రోమ్లో. Augustan age and Peridian age తో కంపేర్ చేశారు స్కాలర్స్ గుప్తా ఏజ్ని. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ thus known as the in the Indian history as the golden age of the Guptas, and it is known as the golden age of art, literature, science and architecture, where it flourished beyond expectations. Art, literature, science and architecture, science and literature, all of them flourished beyond expectations. The administration, it was of a very high order, and the progress was attained in trade and commerce and industry and agriculture. So it was an all-round development. So again a brief description from La Excellence. The sources were inscriptions. First inscriptions were Allahabad inscription of Samudragupta, Prayag Prashasti, and Udayagiri cave inscription and Sanchi inscriptions of Chandragupta II, because he captured అప్పటికి ఉజ్జయిన్ అవన్నీ క్యాప్చర్ చేసేసాడు కాబట్టి మధ్యప్రదేశ్. ఉదయగిరి cave inscription and the Sanchi inscriptions of Samudragupta II are also some sources, and Mehroli iron pillar inscription of Chandragupta II and in Delhi, and Bilsad, Mandsaur, Damodarpur copper plate inscriptions of Kumaragupta. After Chandragupta II it was Bilsad, Mandsaur, Damodarpur copper plate inscriptions of Kumaragupta. Then Junagadh and Bitari pillar inscriptions of Skandagupta. These are the inscriptions. And then the literature sources vachi Niti Sara of Kamandaka, Niti Sara of Kamandaka, Devi Chandraguptam of Vishakadatta, and Mricha Katika of Sudraka. Then the polity, Gupta's original home, it lied in the eastern UP. East side of the UP vachi Gupta's yokka original home anamata. Then they were subordinates to Kushanas. Of course this was controversy, that is contested. This was contested. Of course this was they were the subordinates of Kushanas. This was contested. Then Sri Gupta was the first king, followed by Ghatotkacha. Then Chandragupta I, the first independent king with his title Maharajadi Raja. Chandragupta I enlarged his Magadhan kingdom with the help of his matrimonial alliances with the Licchavis, and the images of the king and his queen Kumara Devi were engraved on one side of the coins made up of the gold. So gold coins of Chandragupta I had his and his queen's Kumara Devi's pictures engraved on the gold coins. Then he founded a new era from 315 to 320 AD known as Gupta Samrat. That was a Gupta Samvat అనే న్యూ ఎరా కనుక్కున్నాడు అనమాట. ఎవరు? చంద్రగుప్త I. He founded a new era called as Gupta Samvat. During his regime, the kingdom covered parts of Bihar, UP and Bengal. ఇంకా Magadha region కి ఉంది. Then comes Samudragupta. Samudragupta is son of Chandragupta I, who ascended the throne, and he adopted an aggressive policy of conquest, and which culminated in the formation of the Guptan Empire. Then he adopted a five-pronged approach towards different regions. That is Aryavarta. The northern kingdoms consisted of the Punjab, western UP, northern Madhya Pradesh. Then he conquered these regions by defeating the various rulers like Nagasena of Nagas in Gwalior, అండ్ అనెక్సింగ్ ద టెరిటరీస్. నాగసేన, నాగా ట్రైబ్స్ అప్పట్లోనే ఉండేవాళ్ళ. నాగసేన ఆఫ్ ది నాగాస్ ఇన్ గ్వాలియర్, అస్సాం గ్వాలియర్. దెన్ సౌత్ ఇండియాలో వచ్చి 12 రూలర్స్ ఆఫ్ ద సౌత్ వర్ డిఫీటెడ్ బై సముద్రగుప్త. ఇన్ ద సౌత్ హీ ఫాలోడ్ ద పాలసీ ఆఫ్ గ్రహణ మోక్ష. గ్రహణ మోక్ష మీన్స్ క్యాప్చర్డ్ దెమ్ అండ్ రిలీజ్. హీ డింట్ అనెక్స్ దెమ్. దాన్ని ఏమంటారంటే దాన్ని క్యాప్చర్ అండ్ రిలీజ్ని గ్రహణ మోక్ష అంటారు. సో సౌత్ ఇండియాలో సముద్రగుప్త ఫాలోడ్ దట్. Then frontier kings were Kamarupa, that is Assam, Samatata, southeast Bengal, and republics like Yaudeyas in Haryana, Malwas in Rajasthan. They paid tributes to him and they paid homage. Then states in the forest regions were reduced by to servants by him. They were reduced to servants by him. Some states self-surrendered to him and by giving their daughters. That is later Kushana kings and later Kushanas and rulers of Sri Lanka. They gave their daughters in marriage to Samudragupta. This is 5-pronged approach for conquesting. Then Chandragupta II, Vikramaditya, son of Samudragupta, and he defeated the Shakas who captured the Dhruva Devi, wife of his brother. ఓకే రామగుప్తా ఉన్నాడు కదా, రామగుప్తా వైఫ్ వచ్చి ధ్రువదేవి ని వాళ్ళు క్యాప్చర్ చేశారని చెప్పి షాకాసు. సముద్రగుప్త హీ డిఫీటెడ్ దెమ్, దట్స్ వై హీ గాట్ ద నేమ్ యాజ్ షాకారి. Then he later married Dhruvadevi by killing his brother Ramagupta. Okay. First scene. Shakas, they captured Dhruvadevi, wife of his brother Ramagupta. Later Chandragupta, he killed his brother Ramagupta and he married her. Dhruvadevi mali pelli cheskunnadu Chandragupta II. Then he ruled from Ujjaini. Chandragupta II, he ruled from Ujjaini. He brought an end to the Shaka Kshatrapa rule. Chandragupta II ruled from Ujjaini. He brought an end to the Shaka Kshatrapa rule and added the regions of Gujarat, Kathiawar and West Malwa to his empire. Then Udayagiri cave inscription and Sanchi inscriptions gives the details of all this. సో దీని గురించి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఏది ఇస్తుంది? ఉదయగిరి కేవ్ ఇన్స్క్రిప్షన్స్ ఇస్తుంది అండ్ ది సాంచి ఇన్స్క్రిప్షన్స్ గివ్ ద ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ దిస్. దెన్ హీ హ్యాడ్ మ్యాట్రిమోనియల్ అలయన్సెస్ విత్ ద వకటకాస్ ఆఫ్ విదర్భ అండ్ నాగాస్ ఆఫ్ గ్వాలియర్ ఆల్సో. His father also, Samudragupta, had marital relations with the Nagas of Gwalior, and even Chandragupta too had marital relations with the Vakataka queen Prabhavati Gupta undi kada anamata. So Vakatakas of Vidarbha and Nagas of Gwalior though he had matrimonial relations. Then Mehroli iron pillar inscription in the complex of Qutub Minar is identified with the Chandragupta. Then his inscription says that he crossed the Sapta Sindhu, that is Indus, and he defeated the Valhikas of Bactria. సో ఇండో గ్రీక్స్ని కూడా వీళ్ళు ఈయన డిఫీట్ చేసేసాడు అనమాట. సో హీ క్రాస్డ్ ది సప్త సింధు. ఆ మెహరోలి ఐరన్ పిల్లర్ ఇన్స్క్రిప్షన్ ఏం చెప్తోంది? విచ్ ఇస్ ఇన్ ద కాంప్లెక్స్ ఆఫ్ కుతుబ్ మినార్, దట్ హీ క్రాస్డ్ ది సప్త సింధు రీజన్. He crossed the Sapta Sindhu region and he defeated the Valhikas of Bactrians, of the Bactria, Valhikas వాళ్ళ పేరు. So Chinese pilgrim Fahian visited him during his period, India during his period. Then comes Kumaragupta. Kumaragupta I is son of Chandragupta II, and Faizabad inscription engraved by his minister mentions his fame having spread to the 4 oceans. Kumaragupta's fame has spread to the 4 oceans అని చెప్పి ఏ ఇన్స్క్రిప్షన్ చెప్తుంది? ఫైజాబాద్, దట్ ఈస్ కరం దందా ఇన్స్క్రిప్షన్స్. Faizabad, that is Karam Danda inscription engraved by the minister of Kumaragupta I mentions about his fame having spread to 4 oceans. Then Bilsad inscription is the earliest inscription of his period. Bilsad inscription, Mandsaur inscription mentions Kumaragupta as the reigning over whole earth. Mandsaur inscription refers to Kumaragupta reigning over the whole earth. Bilsad inscription and Mandsaur inscription, that Damodarpur copper plate inscription refers to him as Maharaja and show that he appointed governor of a province. He appointed governors to the provinces. So Bilsad inscription, Mandsaur inscription, Damodarpur copper plate inscription had his name as Maharaja. Mandsaur inscription mentions Kumaragupta as the ruler of the whole earth. Then Bilsad inscriptions were the earliest inscriptions of his period. Faizabad inscription is engraved by his minister, says that his fame is spread to all the four oceans. Then he contained cordial relations with Vakatakas. He continued the cordial relations. While non start chesina relations, he continued the cordial relations with Vakatakas, and he founded the Nalanda University. Then comes Skandagupta, then son of Kumaragupta I, perhaps the last powerful Gupta empire. His empire, it faced hurdles from the Huns and the Pushyamitra Shunga. His empire faced hurdles from Huns and Pushyamitra Shunga. However, he was successful in throwing the Huns back. And Junagadh inscription mentions about the public works done, especially the repair of the Sudarshan Lake by Skandagupta. ఎంతమంది రిపేర్ చేస్తారమ్మా? ఫస్ట్ ఏమో I think Junagadh inscription repairing the Sudarshana Lake belongs to Samudragupta. I think it's not Skandagupta. It is Samudragupta. And Bihari pillar inscription dates to his reign, gives the chronology of the Guptas and his conflict with Pushyamitra and Huns. With Bihari pillar inscription. So Bitari gani, anything is the same. Bitari in current source book it is given as Bitari. In La Excellence it is given as Bitari. Bitari, anything is the same. It gives the chronology of the Guptas. Chronology of the Guptas is mentioned, and his conflict with Pushyamitras and the Huns is also mentioned in the Bitari inscriptions in Madhya Pradesh. Then comes the administration of the Guptas. Administration of the Guptan age. The king was the head of the state. He ruled efficiently with the help of his ministers. The king was the head of the state. He ruled efficiently with the help of his ministers. His main officers were